Well, oh God, we've already started. Let's see what happens. All right, goodbye.
I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. 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 No filter, I got no filter.
I don't know why, but I love that intro. I felt like I had a large part in making that.
What was all you saying?
I just want to say I had nothing to do with it. Will Fly had everything to do with it. Welcome, guys, to Tuesday Night Hangout. Sorry, there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. Mark had to wake him up and make sure his butler knew that he needed a cup of coffee and all that other good stuff. So, and Will the pizza man didn't deliver his pizza on time, so he's running behind. It was chaotic, and we were working on all of the awesomeness of the show right 8 seconds before the show started. Anyways, so Will Fly, how's it going, sir?
Man, it's going good. I'm still working on that daggone van, and I haven't flown since. So I better go out and fly so I remember how to do it.
Yeah, right. Mark, how we doing?
We're doing.
I heard the man cave didn't pay its light bill very well, and you got shut off on the heater in the man cave.
Yeah, actually, I just turned it on. I'm very frugal.
So I'm gonna say hi to a couple folks in the chat real quick. We got Walter, John Wayne, Brian Waller, Tony, John Wayne. If I didn't already say that, I feel like I said that. Mad Sloper, Daddy Dutch. What's up, sir? Hey, give me a call when you get a chance tomorrow or whenever, because your scheduling a vacation is horrid. Just so you know, Dutch. We got PPG, the other Nick, Sean Simons, and Angela. That's the most important. Mr. Dana, and that's it for now. All right, oh, Linda, Paramount, PPGParamount.com.
What's up there, Mom?
So I just dropped a video that aired right before the show started, and I really want to kind of talk about the weekend. I truly had no idea it was going to impact myself and Krista the way that it did. So the event we went to, it's a four-wheeling off-road event that oh my goodness. I said after the show. Hold up. I said after the show. I'm literally live on air.
I know.
There are millions. Oh, he hung up on me. I was going to tell him there's millions watching. Anyways, so the event it's a charity fundraiser that they do every year. They do it all over the country, but it's to help the families of fallen police officers. The money goes towards their families. So I didn't really understand or really put much thought into it until I got there and realized just how big, how caring, and how much support that the community was giving to this event. There were thousands of Jeeps there. You're talking people that were planning on camping, riding, or doing the trail rides, which is an extra. So camping's a cost. Trail rides are a cost. The nighttime trail ride is a cost. And there's vendors for everything and anything you could see. I was just telling Will and Mark before the show started, I lost a lot of footage. So there was hundreds, or I'd say at least 100 vendors selling everything from, get this, police event or charity. There was somebody selling cotton candy with infused THC in it, which I found hilarious. I was like, what? So, anyways, there was that. That not that that's a negative because it's legal in the state of Florida, but I just thought it was weird. There was a kangaroo in a pouch hanging off of an Insta shade, casually eating an apple. That's on the video. There was a parrot there that, if once he got comfortable, he'd start talking and singing to you. But when we were there, he was just dancing on his little perch. It's just a really great event, and I can't wait for next year. I will definitely go back. And no, for anybody who wants to know, my 4-wheel drive pickup truck looked just as dirty as when I got there as it did when I left, because I wasn't taking it off road. Or these guys have Jeeps that they've spent 70, 80, $85,000 on, and they're climbing over top of 4 cars that are parked next to each other and just dragging the bottom of their Jeeps and slap. Oh, I was like, no, I ain't. No, the girl that we rode with, that stayed with us, is the nurse that helped Krista during her time of when she got burned up in Gainesville. So we went with her, and that was her daily driver. It's fine if you got a beater Jeep that you don't mind beating up and breaking, but this is her daily driver. She's like, I'm not doing that. I'm like, girl, I don't blame you. My truck's gonna sit right over here. So it was really cool event. I don't know if any of you guys have done something like that, but for me, it was my first, and I really enjoyed it.
Right on. So you're going back?
Oh, I'd definitely go back. Yes.
How many total people would
it
you
was-
say were there?
There had to be a good 3,000 to 4,000 people there.
Wow, really?
Yeah, they actually have a cutoff at night for the night ride. It starts at 9 and really cool. I will tell you, this is the really coolest part of the whole thing. So they take white paper bags and then they put like blue glow sticks in them. So during the trail, you're following the trail on both sides of the road is lined with the bags. So it's like, back to blue or whatever. And then on a certain radio station, they start at 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. They run all these different songs on the channel or on the radio station for the event. At the very freaking end, the last song they play, they're playing a song, and then you can, they do a voiceover of like officers that are being shot or struggling or whatever, like their last call, if you will. And then you get to hear like certain situations, and these officers are the ones who have also died in these clips or whatever, which is not the awesome part. The awesome part is you get to see or feel the impact of why you're there, why you're supporting this organization to help the families that no longer have the officer in their lives, the loved one, brother, sister, husband, uncle. None of them are there now because they were killed in the line of duty. I think it's been 100. I want to say 160 to 180 officers have died in the United States this year since the beginning of the year. That's crazy.
Man, 3,000 people. Well, but you know what I like the most? I've always enjoyed mud bogs. And looked like they had a mini mud bog there.
So,
Yeah.
because I'm fat and lazy, I didn't go to the other side where you saw the guy on the Jeep on the teeter-totter. So what they try to do is drive up it and then balance evenly on the teeter-totter. And on the other side of that, there was a whole nother obstacle. But because I didn't have my Segway and I'm fat, I wasn't walking over there. So I didn't go over there. But there was so much stuff going on. And it's literally at an airport. They told me when I got there, they're like, oh, you could fly a paramotor here. They had 2 guys here last year flying paramotors. And I was like, yeah, I didn't bring it. And I had debated to drive back to 3 hours one way and 3 hours back the other way to go get my paramotor. And I'm glad I didn't, because there was no, the winds were crap and there was no way I could have flown anyways. So What's up?
What's up, Randy? I see you.
Yeah, what was Brian saying about someone's driver's license? What did I miss?
He saw someone got a driver's license today with the Paralife shirt on.
Oh,
Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool.
I'm stuck with it for 4 years. You gotta get your license done every 4 years. I think it's 10 years here in Florida.
And it goes by age. I mean, eventually,
Yeah.
I think it decreases. Yeah, I know, right? 10 years or so. It's like, dang, man, I'll never
Yeah.
live that long. And sure enough,
We
it
got
comes out.
we got Madwood Barbecue in the house. I'm trying to keep up with the names. Randy, I didn't miss Randy. I know you called him out, but that is Terry from Madwood Barbecue.
What's up, man? Hey, I saw that teeter top. That's the very first time I've ever seen something like that.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Now, I would be willing to risk driving my truck up on that because there's really no big deal. But did you see the trucks on the 45? They were literally they drive one tire up on it, and the whole truck is sitting like this, and the tire is sitting this way. I was like, yeah, my truck don't stretch like that. it wouldn't work out.
I did a test drive, and I know not anything to do with paramotors or even probably the topic we're talking about, but I test drove a Land Rover, never bought one, but they actually had a little obstacle course, to prove its capabilities and how if you can like be almost upside down and it would still be hanging on, and stuff like that's kind of neat. Yeah, but as long as I'm not behind the wheel.
Yeah, right. I think there's a Lexus CR400 or something like that. Actually has I think it's a Range Rover frame on a Lexus body.
Just Range Rover frame on a Lexus body.
So it's the Lexus. I think it's Range Rover, and I think it's Lexus 400, but I can't remember the initials. I just found this out. I know nothing about vehicles other than they got 4 tires, gas, and some oil on it.
In the United States, 99.9% of any Land Rover sold will never see even a dirt road.
Oh no! Matter of fact, Lindsay didn't even know how to put her Jeep in the 4-wheel drive.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try to get out of one of those big Range Rovers or whatever in high heels.
Yeah.
I told Shane my 78-year-old mother about 2 years ago got a brand new 4-wheel drive Jeep, 4-door, all jacked up. It's like, what in the world?
Mind your business.
Yeah. There goes more of my inheritance. I'm just saying.
So, Will, what did you do this weekend other than work on that Predator van?
Dude, that is totally it. I mean, if somebody complains about how expensive like custom vans are and stuff, man, I know why they're so expensive. Yeah. I mean, every freaking thing you go to do has a curve or it's not square or it just takes forever to do anything. So I've been working on the electrical. Only one small electric fire thus far, but other than that, it's been going pretty smooth.
With electrical fires, you want to make sure you put that out with water.
With water?
Yeah.
I had some spare gasoline, for
my Mark, what did you do last weekend other than work on your non-official weekend that you normally have off, which today is Mark's Friday, by the way. So
yeah. I have no idea. Just telling the truth. I don't have any idea what I did last weekend.
Well, do you have any clue what you're doing this weekend?
This weekend, tomorrow, I'm leaving to go to Florida. I'm going to go down there and probably sit around and have some cocktails and eat some good food and watch the wind blow too hard to fly, but whatever.
So we've been really blessed with some decent weather the last few weeks. I mean, just recently it's turned to crap here, but it's been some real nice weather.
Mark, where are you getting that great food and cocktails at?
In your camper.
No, I don't give any tail.
I didn't say you.
Well, you're stopping at your in-laws first, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Mark, go ahead.
I'm gonna stop in there and spend one night, spending a little time with them, and then I'm gonna head down there to meet up with you.
And we are going to be heading to Sunnylands Airport, whatever it's called. They got a little flying going on, and it is $50 per pilot with free camping. So that's why Shane is going, because I'm okay with that. But it's Friday. Actually, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and you guys gotta. I don't guess you gotta leave, but I'm sure they're wanting most of us to leave by Sunday. Um, and it only being an hour and a half from my house, it's even better. We're not 100% sure as of right now. It does not look very flyable, but it's still a couple days away, so we shall see.
And
What's
I'm
that,
sure
Scuba?
that the last couple minutes it'll be flyable at least.
Right. What's that, Will?
I was just saying, I was just giving a shout out to Scuba.
Oh,
So Brian, so Mark's going. You're going, Mark?
Yeah.
I never get invited to any of these things. Well, you guys have
Listen,
fun.
you all, whoa, with your "you never fly with me" bull crap.
Oh,
I
yeah.
fly with you and you avoid me and turn and go the other way. You treat me like I'm a stepchild.
Listen, if he's got to drive past 2 Dairy Queens, it's too far for him. He's out.
I mean, it's 8.5 hours, and you could have come here and spent the night and broken up your little drive. We could have all pitched in and gave you some Dairy Queen money and gas money. It would have been fine.
Well, I don't have a chauffeur like you do, unfortunately. I have to do all the driving myself, Mark.
What do you mean? I'm dang near homeless. I got to stay with Shane. My camper's up here. I got it winterized.
Okay, true story. To Mark's defense, when I stayed at Mark's house, I did have to sleep on an air bed.
Yep, see? And now there's actually a real mattress. So you can
Yeah,
come try it again.
Yeah, but there was a TV in the courtyard where you put the air mattress. You're fine.
Whew, it'd be cold tonight.
All right, so Brian Waller wanted to know where Sunnyland is. Brian, I think Brian went to. It's north of Okeechobee Lake in Florida.
Nobody says that. It's Lake Okeechobee.
Lake Okeechobee. I could have sworn Brian was there. I have no idea.
You mean the first time they had it? I mean,
Yeah, the very first time.
The second time they had it.
What's that?
They had it like a month before, and then they had an official one like the next month.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Correct. Yeah.
So did you see Matt Sloper's question?
Uh-uh.
So why don't PPG pilots not do no-win launches with the A's over their shoulders, holding the risers above their head? And I don't do a no-win launch like that.
I can tell you this much. I'm getting my camera right. So when I clip my A's in, I'm like this. My shoulders are trying to come back together, so my elbows are towards the cage, and my thumbs are up by my ears.
When you launch?
Yes.
Yeah, mine are not. Mine are out.
Yeah, my arms are
like
out.
at shoulder height.
And I do that to well, first of all, I do that. I protect the lines and make sure when it comes up, because when my arms are like this, they would like subject to, I don't know, move back and forth. When they're like this, they're more like kind of locked in place. So I know that when I'm in the center and I've determined what center is, like that's just
once I've figured out where center is, I take the step back, and as soon as I do, my elbows go back, and my A's are up on my ears.
Huh. That's interesting. I will tell you that the biggest thing that has helped me with no-win launches, and I haven't had one go south on me yet, is given some. I mean, since I've implemented this, is leaning over and giving some power, some airflow over the, not directly over it, but above it, where it doesn't disturb the wing, and then immediately, boom, hit it, and that's just worked a charm.
That's what I had to do to get off the creek bed when I water foot dragged a little too deep and put my wing in the creek. I had to just give it gas and then have Mark and Brian hold it. And just as I took off, I let off the throttle, and that gust of air, literally, I felt it kind of yank me back, but still just bring that wing up as quick as it could above my head. And once that happened, then Brian says, which ones are the A's again? The ones in the
those
back.
Those are the big, like you put your hands in them, you kind of loop them through. Those are they call those the.
Yeah. I love everybody here, just so you know.
Hey, here's another thing that will really mess you up, and I'm speaking from my personal experience because I have a tendency to do it, but it's giving power too soon before the wings had a chance to come up. Mm-hmm. And that a lot of times to me it distorts the wing and makes it a lot less predictable.
I literally, once my A's come off, like my thumbs come off the A's, that's when I start giving it throttle. I can already tell the A's are about to come off my thumb, and I'm starting to squeeze the throttle. So it's kind of simultaneously, if you will.
Yeah. Now he's saying, okay, so Mad Sloper's saying he thinks it might be easier to launch and avoid catching the bottom of the hoop, especially with a 150 centimeter hoop. I don't have that big of a hoop.
I don't either.
Yeah. Wait a minute, Mad Sloper, are you on a trike? You're not on a trike, are you? No. So
let me see if I can find. I'll be right back. I don't know if I'm going to lose camera, but I need to find. Actually, no, I don't. I think I can stay here. Let me see if I can find something here.
Yeah, he's got the electric.
You know what I need to do? Hold on. We're good. Moving on. I need to do
that bathroom for one thing.
Shut your face. Mind your business. All right, hold on here. I can't.
Well, give us a hint. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to find a photo of, and I will tell you, I started to get into a bad habit of doing this. God dang it. My camera's not far enough. So when instead of it being up like this, I've been doing this, which actually ends up pulling my arms out on takeoff when they should be up here. I was taught to do it that way, and I kind of sometimes forget and get lazy. And I remember during training that Shannon or Lauren would hit my elbows going, go back further. You can go back. I'm like, dude, my shoulders don't go no further. Like my shoulder blades in the back are touching. It doesn't go back any further. And because he wanted it all the way back. And it also keeps you standing straight up better too when you do it that way.
Better posture.
I'm just saying that's the way I've been trained. I'm 3 years in and it's worked. So I will keep on keeping on.
That's just it. I mean, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And so I guess you do what works for you.
That's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted right here. I guess we'll let it slide this time.
What?
Look at the
oh yeah. Yeah, we're keeping points.
Hey, I'm so glad I went to the event. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, and turned out to be really just a great time. I met there was a guy next to me in a gigantic fifth wheel with a side porch, back porch. Turned my camper into a Section 8 housing as soon as it pulled up next to it, and he was a doctor, and just met a lot of really nice folks. The people on the other side of us, they were hooting and hollering. I was like, oh, here we go. It's going to be a pretty long weekend. It got dark and about 9 o'clock, and I didn't hear a peep from them. They were talking about how they like to party. Never heard from them after 9 o'clock. I was good with that. And then just met a really bunch of nice people and tons of officers. They had 2 helicopters there, police helicopters. They had dog training, doing bite work and stuff. Again, lost that footage. Like I had a bunch of stuff that just went away. Bye. I don't know what happened to it. So, anyways, back to some paramotoring. So Mark is coming down to stay at his in-laws tomorrow, and then getting up, and probably what is it, 3.5 hours, Mark, from your in-laws?
It's about 3 hours down there.
So Mark's gonna leave around 2 o'clock, and then we should meet about. No, actually, you could leave around 3 o'clock. To be honest with you. No. Will, you're on mute. I can read lips still. I heard that just fine.
Someone was asking if there were any videos, and actually I did have a video I could share. I don't know if you've seen it, Shane. It's Mark's new adventure. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Present. Share screen. Window. And there we go.
Oh, yeah, that looks all kind of safe.
Good job, Mark. You ever seen anyone do that?
Dude, Mark will do anything with his butler.
I know, anything for a subscriber. Look at that.
Oh.
That's one way to foot drag.
Yeah, see, he had no problem coming out.
That's actually a butt drag.
Oh, that is crazy, dude.
Yeah, I know, right? Let me stop that.
Like, you have to have an understanding. Listen, dude, if you go into that water, bro, and you start getting drug in, you let go, because you're not going to do anything but drag me down with you. You know what I mean? Like, none of that looks...
I was looking at that. That's a really big wing that guy's flying there. So, I mean, I'm sure they put some thought into it. But, yeah, if he goes into that water and he doesn't let go...
Yeah, you're coming down.
Yep, that's some serious drag. What's up, Austin?
Yeah, we gotta post this up. Mark, can you read that at the bottom of the screen there for me, sir?
Will Fly, let's see. Will Fly, the guy at the furniture store, said this sofa can hold 5 people without any problems. I don't know where the hell I'm going to find 5 people without any problems.
That's Mark right there.
Pretty good.
That's Mark's couch.
That is pretty good.
You guys know I don't own a couch. Jiminy Christmas. I can't afford a couch. Greg asked a question about how in my videos I film from the wing down. I'm going to try and show this.
It's working.
It's called a snap. It's a magnetic piece, and I just lock it in on the leading edge of my wing in the center.
Now you use the Hero, right?
Yeah, Hero 5 or whatever it is.
Now, if any of you guys put that on your wing, do not try to drag it across your wing to better position it. You literally have to disconnect the 2 magnets, adjust it, and then put it on there. I think Eric Lear made that mistake, and I think he tore his wing or something like that. But
he did. Those are strong magnets.
Yeah, they're not coming off.
And I think he had a little tiny piece of metal in there because I slide mine around a little bit. I mean, I'm sure it's best not to, but I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we were at Bad Apples when we saw that for the first time, Shane, and I think both of us were like, "Yeah, I gotta have that." You know, I haven't used one for a long time.
I have mine in my truck. It's every time I get ready to launch, I'm like, I gotta go get everything. I was like, I'm not doing it.
All right, being as we know you're not going to do it, I have 3 of those little GoPro Heroes or Sessions, actually, I think is what they are. But
Yeah.
anyways, I have 3 of them. If you're not going to use your magnetic mount, remind me when we're down there. I want to mount one on the wingtip looking back across.
I don't know if you can do that without it.
Yeah, you can.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, I saw it on somebody
can
else's
find-
video.
Yeah, all you're gonna see is grass going by it as he's wingtip dragging on takeoff.
Hey, you can never have too many
That's what
camera
happened when he was
angles.
doing that maneuver. He had that
Yeah.
GoPro on the. All right, I got it.
No, the best view is from the foot cam.
Yeah, up the shorts.
Yeah, it don't have that kind of zoom. Sorry.
I did not see that. No.
Mm. I did not.
7 people offline on a pair. Wait a minute. Offline. Is it one paraglider or is it just 7 paragliders jumping off at the same time?
Was one sleeping, one grouchy, one happy?
No, I have not seen that. I guess I'll have to do a search for it. Yeah, I did find something that I think might be valuable to others. And would you like me to show it to you?
Always.
It's
Nice.
free.
Now you sound like Krista. You want me to show them to you? What?
It's free. All right.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I forgot to tell you, in that video that I just posted, Krista was actually buying a juice pop thing that was actually had like almost a whole glass of consistency of a whole glass of wine and that that frozen popsicle thing. She was all about that at 9:30 in the morning.
Let's see here. Okay. Well, little change of plans then. Let's see. Present. And I think this one. This is what you're talking about? Oh my Lord.
Yeah, what could go wrong there? Golly.
So I guess where's the pilot?
He's the
I
one
guess
that you can just
he's
see
up.
his butt and his feet.
Yeah. Dang, man.
Yeah, and those idiots on the bottom, they don't have parachutes or nothing.
They're just holding on, aren't they?
Yeah.
No, they're strapped in. They're strapped in. Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Well, thanks for letting us know about that. That was interesting.
You'd have to have 2 tandem wings.
Yeah. All right. So this is what I found that you guys might enjoy. Let's see, share. There you go. So this is powered parachute. Now I know we don't fly powered parachutes, but it's a free publication from the FAA, and it really has a lot of good information that, hey, for the great price of free, it's a great little refresher. I mean, it goes through everything. But, I mean, just everything, okay? Even stuff like motors and things like that, angle of attack, G-forces, the whole works, man. So if you're into that kind of stuff, check it out. I'll put the link in the chat. And yeah, so I mean, how pistons work, things like that. Suck, squeeze, bang, blow. If anyone knows.
Are we still talking about paramotoring?
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah, man.
Hey, quick question. So, all right. So you guys know what the hell the like mothballs smell like, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you guys tell me how you get their little legs apart to smell them?
Very carefully. You don't want to hurt them.
Hey, I'm sorry. It just dawned on me.
know
There was
better.
there was something in here. Oh, John Wayne said you should have checked the hang points with the 7 pilots. I think that would have been. I don't know if you can see them in there or not, but man, would you just go with one carabiner, or are you going to go with about 8 of them?
More than
I
one.
don't know. I mean, to me, it looks like unless that was very, very thoroughly thought out, that a lot could have gone wrong there.
Yeah.
So
So you're only allowed to take up a certain amount of weight. Is it different for paragliders than it is for power paragliders?
That might
no,
not be in the U.S.
that's right. That's right. There is an all-up weight on paragliders. Was it 124, something along those lines? No, 124. I have to look it up. But that couldn't have been in the U.S.
We'll go ahead and let this one slide. I spent all night looking for the sun. Then it dawned on me.
I was just full of it tonight.
Oh,
You know you're going to use that tomorrow, Shane.
no. I've seen them on TikTok where they take the dish soap and they put it on their forehead and goes, it just dawned on me. Like Dawn dish soap. That's why it made me laugh, because the Dawn thing. Anyways, so I'm in a great mood. I think that video went well, minus all the footage that I lost. But outside of that, I'm looking forward to. It sucks that Mark's got off tomorrow night out. I mean, you think the guy could have showed up while I'm at work? He could leave tomorrow, show up here, finish my bathroom before I got home from work, and then we could just caravan over to the fly-in. I mean, it just. Oh, I'm going to go spend some time with my in-laws. Did you ask them if they want you to come? I want you to come. So
Listen, truth be told, if you knew how much money my in-laws had, you'd understand. My
Right.
wife is only child.
Oh,
I don't know who the pilot was, and it was actually the pilot plus 7 passengers. Or was it 6 passengers? And either way, it doesn't really make much of a difference, but how you do it, I don't know.
I'm going back to the guy with the water skiing thing. Man, like, I don't know. It takes balls on both parties right there for that to happen.
Yeah.
Yes, Walter.
Those things that I hate to show, but it's kind of interesting. It's just not something you would want to try.
Mm-mm. Speaking of not wanting to try, I'll be right back. I got to check the front door, back door, whatever it's called.
You're right about us not wanting to try that.
So yeah, you're right, Mark. That wasn't done in the U.S.
Yeah, they got much different regulations. But
They
of
do.
course, I wouldn't want to be involved in any of that.
Tony Marzano. So what do you call that? 7 people flying taxi, and how legal was that? I couldn't tell you. I could tell you it wouldn't be legal in the U.S. and without some kind of serious exemption. Yeah. So that video was from Life on the Edge. If you guys want to look it up, you can, Walter. I don't know who the pilot was, but Life on the Edge. Just YouTube short.
And
Is it cold?
Angela, it's not too cold here. I mean, it's probably 40 or so.
And Shane has his air conditioner on and fans blowing because it's still one step warmer than hell. But Hey, Mark, do you have room to bring? I can bring the oil, but I think I need to do an oil change on my generator. If
Remind
not,
me when just remind me when we're done with the show, and I'll grab it when I go downstairs. I'll grab the stuff. It's set out.
because if not, I have everything. I just have to figure out where to get rid of the other oil from the last oil change because my container that I have for oil is full.
Or
I
you
don't
could
have
just do like you did with the last generator and tear it up. You know, who cares?
something.
Yeah, and then take back the whole freight.
Hey, for
I
some,
mean, heck, why should you do a $5 oil change when you can just, buy another generator?
you're talking a lot of smack. That thing was not creating spark. The spark plugs,
Whatever.
we changed them out.
Whatever.
It wasn't, and it had 500 hours on it. It was old. This one has
Yeah.
400. This one has 430 on it, so it's almost there.
Well, unless you want to buy another one, you might want to take care of it.
I will not buy another one. I will buy a stationary bicycle and put an alternator on it, and just tell whoever wants to stay in the camper to start riding.
Poor Krista.
Yeah,
Negative.
it's a win. I think that's a win-win for everybody.
No.
It's a one for you.
She'll get air conditioning. She'll get exercise. I'll get to lay there and just drink beer. It'll be perfect.
Yeah, and I'll just go buy another generator.
There you go. My next gen will have remote start. I can tell you that.
I am just a little jealous of that option Mark has on his generator, but I will say my Predator is still just a little bit quieter, but it's much quieter from inside when you start it by remote. And I think it's hilarious that he opens up the front door and points it around the backside of the camper. And I'm like, you're just showing off. You could sit inside and just point it in the direction through the camper. It would work just as well, but no.
Maybe not.
Oh, no. There it is. Oh, shut the door. Then I just hear the coffee maker start up and the generator's like,
Shane, this one's for you, man.
Speaking of
You have to read that one.
Do you know which country is growing the fastest? Not UK, Ireland. Every day is doubling.
Speaking of the UK, do you know which country is growing the fastest? Not UK, Ireland. Because every day it's doubling.
Yeah,
Very good, man.
Yeah. I like it. There's another one.
And Angela, definitely not. That's for the Predator van. That and, people that are using ice cream vans, I guess.
Ice cream vans.
Hey, it's all about the presentation.
Come here, kiddies.
Well, if you could mount a speaker on the bottom of that thing and just play ice cream music when you pull into the fly-in.
Actually, Will, you find that little speaker and everything, and I'll pay for it.
You just mount it on the bottom somewhere.
That'll be awesome.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna attract one person at the fly-ins, and it's gonna be you know who.
Oh, what is this? What is this all talking about? What is she talking about?
She's talking about those lights that Will has in his ceiling from the gay porn.
Oh, man. Shots fired. Here's a real question. So I have the Predator 3500. It is super quiet. Will has the 3500 Predator, and Mark, you have the West. What is it though?
Weston 4700.
And it is only a few decibels louder than Both are great generators.
But the ice cream music in the background is killing me.
Oh,
Yeah, I second the Predator. What is it? The 2000.
3,500.
I've got both of them. I've got
Yeah.
the smaller one in the box, not even open yet, and but I took the other one back to exchange because I couldn't start it.
Oh, it's probably because you didn't do an oil change, according to Mark.
No, I mean it tipped over in my trailer, and ever since I wasn't able to start it. So I probably just needed a new spark plug or whatever. But it was much easier to just exchange it. So I did that.
So Mad Sloper, the Predator 2,000 watt generator at Harbor Freight, I think you can get them for $500 or $600.
Yeah.
Are excellent. Will had one. It's, I mean, something like that will not run my air conditioning in my camper, but it's still a great generator. It what all did you run with yours? Your 62. Oh no, that's Mark with 62 GoPros charging at one time.
Wait, Honda 2200 is only $1,000.
Yeah.
Does that have electric
Yeah.
start?
No,
I mean,
the
remote start?
2200 is about $1,000, and the 2200 companion is about 1,200.
And
Yeah,
I will
does it
tell
have
you,
remote start?
no, it does not have a remote start. I will tell you, there was two 2,000 watt Hondas next to us, and I literally was standing next to to my generator, talking to him, and we had to talk louder because of the two 2,000 watt generators running 40 feet away. But
I used to have the Hondas, and I switched to this Westinghouse one, and it's good. It's way cheaper than the Hondas. Honda, in my opinion, is by far superior to everything else, but it's twice the money.
yeah, I mean, Mark is 100% right. I don't take great care of my generator. I don't do the oil changes as often as I should. And matter of fact, in 400 hours that thing has on it, I've never cleaned the suppressor on the back, which it says during oil changes that you're supposed to. So I'll be getting on that. And matter of fact, I just realized that this past weekend when I was using it and I seen a sticker. I was like, "What's that sticker say?" "Oh, clean this part every time you do an oil change." Oh, good to know. So, dude, that big old generator they got, that big one, that thing will run a whole house, dude.
The 2400?
Yeah, no,
that's a 95.
Yeah, that $2,400 generator,
Yeah.
that thing will run damn near a whole house.
Okay, so you don't think that the 2000 would power an air conditioner?
Not my air conditioner.
It would power a window shaker for sure. And if you had it trying to power a regular RV style air conditioner, you need one of those.
Easy starts.
Yeah, the easy start. Like it's like a capacitor or something.
So it runs up slowly instead of not all at once.
Yeah, so it don't hit it so hard.
That's the problem. Once it's running, then yes, you could run that off of the 2000. But man, those generators are expensive now. Ooh,
Well, I'll tell you what I want. I want 3,500 watts in something this size. Because that sucker is heavy, and this is just so. Oh, and I want remote start too.
Yeah, well, my Westinghouse, I can pick. I'm small, and I can pick it up by myself and put it in my truck.
Yeah, but you're a welder. You're a welder, so you're stronger than most. Will is he's in carrying ice cream cones. That's it, 2 at a time, one in each hand.
Yeah, my little generator will run it, and it's small enough that you can handle by yourself.
Right. Well, I probably see, and then the reason this is kind of it's a great topic, because you kind of have to weigh what your needs are really closely when you're picking a generator like that. Because when my first generator was the smaller one, and then I went to a fly-in, I think it was Mountain City or whatever, and someone had the bigger one that he was going to sell me for a really good price. So I ended up buying that too, thinking that, yeah, the extra power. But now I'm kind of going full circle. I think I want to go just stick with the 2000 watt. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for your van, Will, do you have air conditioning, like a rooftop air conditioner, or do you have
any air conditioning other than what comes, the motor air?
So if you end up buying a window shaker for that, then I was actually going to talk to you about that. If you were to seal off that back where you put the paramotor instead of having it open, then you could just build a frame and put that window unit at the top of there, so it's over your frame of your paramotor, and just run a tube out the back door, and you could literally, with a 5,000 BTU air conditioner window shaker, take care of all your needs with that in a heartbeat.
That's going to completely destroy the image of, being the ice cream man.
Yes, you got to keep ice cream cold somehow. You can't just show up with just melted goo.
Doesn't even make a sound. Live Paramotor says EcoFlow Delta Pro. You ever heard of that?
No,
I've never heard of anything named Delta.
EcoFlow Delta Pro.
We need the boss lady.
Oh, this is the portable power station. Boy, yeah, that's going to cost an arm and a leg, I'm sure.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it's not too bad. 3,200. How many you want, Shane?
What?
The EcoFlow Delta Pro portable power station, 3,200.
Actually, I was going to tell Mark to bring his battery pack thing, but it's in his camper, and I don't.
No, it's here. You want me to bring that with me?
Yeah, because if it's cool enough at night, and I really don't have to run the generator, because mostly I would just use it to charge phones or whatever, or my batteries for my e-cig, then I would just be able to use that.
All right, well, when this show's over, remind me of that and whatever else I was supposed to be bringing. Oh, the oil change stuff.
Will, remind me after the show to remind Mark what he needs to bring for me.
Okay, Mark, remind me to find
Crap. Let me see if I can't make a note.
Dude, just tell your assistant. She'll remind you.
Tell the butler, dude.
Felicia, when this show's over, remind me.
Who has a butler named Felicia, not Albert or...
They do things differently down there in Georgia.
I'm just thinking if I was queer, I'd have a guy for a butler instead of having a young lady.
I actually heard Mark in the shower the other day, and some lady pops out and goes, "Your royal penis is clean, sir."
All right, oil change in my battery generator.
Yes.
All right, I now have a note. You're good. Jeez.
So if you guys only really need enough, like 110 power, you just wait for whoever's running their generators at night that's close to you, and just run an extension cord over to their generator, and you can run your camper all night long for free.
Yeah, you can. And that's another thing that I'm going to put on probably tomorrow is an automatic transfer switch. So it'll automatically switch over from using like the inverter over to shore power or a generator or whatever as soon as it detects it.
Right.
And Mad Sloper asks, why do you need remote start? And that is to make coffee in the morning.
Without
The real reason, right?
without getting out and having to get your little feetsies wet because of the dew on the grass. So you
Well,
think
plus nobody likes to see me walking around outside at 5:30 in the morning butt naked.
No one likes to see you walking outside, period.
Yeah, pretty much.
And this says it all right here.
Showing off. Well, you know what,
Yeah.
Tony? You've got a point, because you remember, Mark, the last fly, and I'm like, you see me walking out, then to start my generator, and then you push your little button, you stick your head. He stuck his head out the door, and he
didn't
Yeah,
even
well, I
have
mean,
to.
sticking the head out is just to be a jerk, but I mean,
I
the
know.
rest of it is for real. I need to fire it up and make coffee in the morning, and I don't want to come outside.
It's just, I laughed. I actually laughed because he opened the door, pointed the remote in the direction that had to go through even more of the camper, because now he's got one more layer to go through to hit the remote. And when he went back in, I was like, he's just showing off.
Yeah, he was. He made sure I was watching it too.
Oh.
That's funny.
And then I just so badly wanted to go over there and just unplug his camper so the generator would be running. He's like, I still don't have any power. But his plug's on the ground. It'd be worth it.
Yeah. We covered some good topics today.
Yeah. No, I've actually seen Will up. I think it was just a morning pee before he went back to bed, but I have seen him up.
I don't know what you're talking about. The last 2 times I was up before both you guys.
Yep. To head home.
Yeah, that's true. So I could crawl in my own bed.
Yeah, drive all that way so you could just go to bed. Now
That's
I do like my push start. That whole pulling on the string thing. I already got to do that with my paramotor.
How's it going, Dana?
Yeah. Anybody in the chat going to Sunnyland? Keith, how you doing, Keith? Tell your wife I said hello. I know they're not leaving to go to Sunnyland. Good Lord. They're at Hodges Field. I mean, they actually put up a whole new mailbox just for them. They just won't leave.
Actually, I really like the fact that they're doing a flying in Okeechobee. And I don't know why, because, I mean, technically we kind of have a flying season when it comes to fly-ins. But when you got places like Florida, I mean, there's no reason why you can't have some decent fly-ins in the middle of the winter.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that they stick with the $50 pilot fee and camping's free, because once it hits January, February, it's unflyable up north unless you're wearing 72 outfits, jackets and stuff. But here, I mean, if it's too cold for you to fly in the morning, the afternoon, guaranteed light jacket, ready to go. Like it's flyable here almost every day. So we only have maybe 7-8 days a year that are below 38 degrees, and it's only for the first couple hours.
I was looking at the weather for this weekend to pack my thermals and that stuff, and the low's going to be in the 50s, highs in the 70s, and probably fly in shorts.
You can fly in shorts.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, even if it's in central or northern Florida or even in the panhandle like Swanee or whatever, people who are used to flying in cold weather, that ain't cold down there. You know what I mean? That would be. So I think, do you know anything about ropers flying?
No, never even heard of it.
Yeah, me neither. And Will, what is your excuse for not going to Sunnyland?
Because it's in South Florida and I'm not. I'm in North Carolina. That's a long freaking drive. Florida is a long state.
Cry me a river. It's kind of
know.
closer to Central Florida than South Florida.
Dude, you're going from Georgia down to Florida.
It's
That's
8.5 hours for me.
And it's another 8 hours. What is it? 6 hours from me to you? Somewhere thereabouts.
But you ain't driving
Okay.
that way. You're going 95.
All right, fine. Will you come here and then you could ride with me? We'll leave your Predator van in the driveway.
Well, I ain't doing
Yeah.
that big
Kids.
thing again.
Hey, wait a minute, Mark.
Goodness.
You're not taking your camper. I can't be having him in my camper and you.
Well, number one, I can take my camper, and number two, me and Will share the same bed. It'll be fine.
Oh, brown chicken, brown cow. All right, guys.
I was just going to say, so Brad Roper's, is that in Utah? If that's the case, that's like nowhere near us. That's like
Will's already complaining about an 8-hour drive. You think he's gonna do? Holy crap! All right, Mark, where can we find you on social media, sir?
Just on YouTube at Paralife PPG.
Willard.
you can find me online at what is it? willflyppg.com or go to YouTube, search for Willfly. Should find me there.
You guys can find me here at Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane or TikTok at ppgshane.com. All right, guys. We will see you guys next week. Peace.
I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time, got no filter.